On the evening of November 5, 2024 AD, a massive enigmatic stone tablet abruptly descended in Dongjing, the capital of Sakura country. The tremendous shockwave instantly shattered the small island nation and caused widespread destruction. Simultaneously, the five major powers of Blue Star dispatched numerous troops to blockade the area where the colossal stone monument was located. They also sent scientists to promptly initiate research. In the blink of an eye, a year had already passed. Lin Luo, look, a 20-year-old single girl from the countryside is seeking adoption. Does she have any sense of patriotism towards her country? Lin Luo's colleague Zhang Wei approached with a strange smile. He noticed that Lin Luo did not react. Unable to help but stare at him strangely, he saw that Lin Luo's expression was dull, and tears were silently streaming down his cheeks. Lin Luo? Lin Luo. Why are you crying? Soon Lin Luo snapped out of it, staring blankly at the bustling office. This is the company. He questioned himself, am I not in a chaotic era? I remember. 1 year after the stone monument fell to earth, the world seemed to have turned into a brutal game world. Everyone awakened talents of different levels and gained extraordinary abilities when they changed professions. At the same time, instances of secret realms and waves of monstrous disasters emerged all over the world. Humans struggled for survival, relying on the powers awakened within them. The order of the world collapsed completely, and only the law of the jungle, where the weak were preyed upon by the strong, remained. To enhance my talents, I am currently engaged in battles with many ferocious class monsters. However, my enemies have summoned a ghost-class superior monster, a demonic spirit. My brother died a brutal death while protecting me. My brother sacrificed his life to send me out of the secret realm, but I was ambushed and killed by our enemies waiting outside. All of this started simply because we refused to hand over the Ascension Crystal. In chaotic times, weakness is the original sin. Lin Luo quickly recovered from his memory and stood up in disbelief. Turning to look at this familiar yet unfamiliar office, he quickly asked, "What day is today?" Zhang Wei was taken aback and said strangely, "November 12, 2025. Are you stupid? Or did you drink too much last night? Young people should drink in moderation." Lin Luo was shocked, November 12, 2025. I was reborn and returned to 3 years ago on the same day of awakening. Outside, it should be morning, and there are still a few hours left before the beginning of everyone's talents. Before he could clear his mind, a snarky, male duck-like voice sounded from behind him, "Lin Luo, your performance is the worst in the group. You are fired. Go to the finance department to settle your salary, and you won't have to come to work in the afternoon." Upon hearing the voice, Lin Luo turned around and saw a man in a shirt with a disgusted expression on his face. Supervisor, Wang Jichao. Just as I recall, I had recently been confirmed as a permanent employee. In the past life, this scoundrel Wang Jichao, after awakening, transformed into a demon, harvesting the organs, limbs, and lives of ordinary people in exchange for resources to develop. Forcing the innocent into prostitution, committing all sorts of crimes, I never thought I would encounter him again. Wang Jichao looked at him with disdain and muttered, "A bastard raised by thieves, does he deserve the appreciation of one Yusi? Why don't you piss yourself and see what you are?" A person beside him said, "Exactly, going against the supervisor is truly overestimating one's abilities." Another one said, "But I never expected him to be so timid. Look, he took off without saying a word." Soon Lin Luo walked out of the company and thought to himself, "In the previous life, I punched Wang Jichao in a fit of rage, and the police took me away." On that very same afternoon, the mass awakening began. I missed the crucial period of mass awakening because of my 10 days detention, and when I came out, others were already at level 10 or higher. My brother, Zhou Shengdong, who was sentenced to 15 years, was released from prison. We were both orphans in the welfare home, and he raised me by resorting to theft. That's when my life started to take a turn for the better. My brother was released early because of his A-level talent awakening and substantial contributions. Afterwards, my brother kept me by his side, and we worked together to continuously enhance our abilities. There was one time when I accidentally killed someone to save a woman, and that's when I discovered the astonishing secret of my awakened talent. Using my talent, I could directly steal the opponent's turn by killing them. You absorbed the opponent's soul energy and your F-level talent evolved into an E-level talent. It's a pity that my stubborn brother refused to let me kill someone on purpose, and as a result, we encountered relentless evildoers. In the end, he could not only protect those around him, but we both met our demise. In this life, I want to completely reverse all the helplessness and hatred I have experienced before. Lin Luo went to a hardware store and bought a pair of construction gloves and a piece of thin wire. If kindness isn't met with kindness, then I'll take matters into my own hands. I'll be more ruthless than the cruel, more wicked than the wicked, and will truly take control of my destiny. I shall use malefactors as fuel and rise to an unbeatable throne. Then he swiftly returned to his group, obtained a set of cleaning attire and hat, donned them, and concealed himself in the lavatory cubicle. Soon, the long-awaited moment of national awakening arrived. Lin Luo calmly observed a familiar silver diamond-shaped crystal appearing in front of him. It slowly sank into his forehead, and then, a clear and pleasant voice sounded in his ears. Hello. Lin Luo from Blue Star, welcome to the new era. Blue Star will open different levels of dungeons and secret realms from now on. Please explore it after awakening your talents, and awaken your combat profession. Can I awaken your talent for you now? Lin Luo calmly muttered in his heart, wake up. Congratulations on getting the F-level talent, Plunder. Plunder. Grade, F, can grow. Effect, when killing a life, plunder 1% of its random attribute value, or 1% of its skill talent effect. Cooling time, 5 days. It's the same as in the previous life. Lin Luo can still remember the helplessness he felt when he awakened this talent. At that time, he was locked up in the inspectorate, and the sky and the earth were not working. After being released, his level was too low because he entered the dungeon a few days late. But this time as a regressor, I know the strategies for all the well-known instances near Hangcheng that opened during the mass job change era, as well as the locations of opportunities in secret realms. That's awesome. Soon, there was a loud noise outside the bathroom. Those good colleagues of Lin Luo finally recovered from the shock and began to discuss excitedly. Not long after, the familiar voice of Supervisor Wang Jichao came from outside the bathroom door. Xiaomei, I have awakened the S-level talent, Healing Grip. From now on, if you follow me, I guarantee that you will be able to enjoy the hot food. Have you awakened a D-level talent? That's pretty good. Many of my employees here have awakened F-level talents. Don't be discouraged. Don't worry, Xiaomei. Times have changed now. I have awakened my S-level talent. Is my yellow-faced woman still worthy of me? Isn't this a joke? I'll divorce her when I get back, then marry you home and give you the status you deserve. Okay, let's just say this first. Bye. I love you, baby. Wang Jichao walked out and muttered to himself happily, my S-level talent seems to be amazing. Just when he was immersed in the fantasy of a better future. A thin wire suddenly stretched out from Wang Jichao's back and strangled his neck. A sudden sharp pain in his neck interrupted his words, and then a strong force quickly pulled him back. Pain. The severe pain struck instantly. It's hard to breathe. His eyes suddenly turned white, and his face immediately turned the color of pig liver. The veins on his neck were exposed, drool kept flowing from his mouth, and he made painful and difficult struggling sounds. You will be my first sacrifice after my rebirth. As Wang Jichao's life entered the countdown, a green slender arm suddenly appeared in the void. As the green arm emerged, and then he grasped it hard in the void, the injury on his neck began to show signs of improvement. Lin Luo's heart skipped a beat, and he realized that this was a special form condensed by the opponent's S-level talent, and it was also an existence that would be called a substitute in later generations. The ability of this arm is related to treatment, but fortunately, the speed of this substitute's treatment is not as fast as the speed of Wang Jichao's injury. Die! Lin Luo roared in his heart and used his hands again. As Wang Jichao's vitality continued to disappear, it seemed to have dropped to a threshold. The most terrifying aspect hidden in his F-level talent has finally been activated. You have captured the opponent's soul power, and your F-level talent has evolved into an E-level talent. Your E-level talent evolves into a D-level talent. Your D-level talent has evolved into a C-level talent. Your A-level talent has evolved. Finally, Wang Jichao completely lost all signs of life and fell limply to the ground. At this moment, Lin Luo's talent finally soared directly from F-level to S-level. Plunder. Level, S, can grow. Effect, when killing a life, you can choose to plunder all its attribute values, talent effects, skill effects, and one of the 4 types of soul power. Cooling time, 1 day. Lin Luo felt a powerful force pouring out of his body, and he was extremely excited. His F-level talent can grow by killing monsters, but the growth rate is very slow. On the contrary, as long as he kills a human with a higher talent level than him, he can be directly promoted to the opponent's talent level. In his previous life, he and his brother struggled for 3 years before barely raising his talent to the top of the A level. But now, less than an hour after his rebirth, he has surpassed the limits of his previous life. Lin Luo felt that in addition to his talent evolving to S level, there was also a power coming from deep within his soul. He shouted, "Come out! My substitute!" A dark figure quickly turned from virtual to real in front of his eyes. This strong figure wears a jet black horn helmet with a white circular clock embedded in the middle of the helmet. His whole body was wrapped in ferocious and sharp metal armor, and he wore a wide jet black cloak, dancing in the wind behind him. Black Emperor. A virtual doubles attribute panel materialized before him. Substitution, Black Emperor. Level, S. Strength, 210 for normal people. Agility, 210. Intelligence, 110. Defense, 55, 10. HP, 5,200. Energy, 50. Energy recovery speed, 1 per hour. Growth, 200. Action distance, 1 meter. Take by force, active each attack on an enemy randomly diminishes 1/5 of their attributes or abilities. Not applicable to substitutions. Consumption, 10 energy. Cooldown, none. It's so potent. Even in the chaotic future, my substitute will reign supreme. Lin Luo, though lacking a stand-in in his previous life, was knowledgeable about them. Before the Age of Chaos, many individuals with S-level or higher talents flaunted their abilities. His avatar's attribute panel was openly displayed online. An S-level talent substitute could have a maximum of 200 points in attributes, excluding health. An SS-level avatar could reach up to 400 points in a single attribute. The most powerful SSS-level talent substitute could have a single attribute as high as 600 points. Lin Luo's stand-in, Black Emperor, excelled in 3 attributes: strength, agility, and growth, all reaching the S-level limit of 200 points. However, the shortcomings were apparent. Intelligence, defense, and action distance had notably low values. Intelligence represented the substitute's ability to independently engage in combat. For instance, his Black Emperor could only be controlled by him. Action distance indicated the furthest distance the avatar could move away from its host. It appears that my Black Emperor is a close combat substitute, the strongest type in the early stages. Although force and robbery doesn't affect substitutes, my talent compensates for this. I can directly eliminate opponents and seize their substitutes. Of course, its strongest aspect is its 200-point growth attribute. Even though SSS-level avatars can have a maximum single attribute of 600 points, few from the previous life had growth attributes exceeding 200 points. His decision to eliminate Wang Jichao and claim his talent level wasn't solely due to the mockery but also rooted in his experiences from his previous life. During the chaotic era, Wang Jichao had transformed into a malevolent figure, known for imprisoning innocent refugees and harvesting their organs and limbs to treat injured dignitaries. Additionally, he forced women into prostitution and killed them indiscriminately for equipment and props. Unfortunately, he perished in an unattended bathroom before his rise to power. Lin Luo retrieved his avatar, adjusted his hat, and left as if nothing had occurred. With a new era underway, Chinese officials would focus on maintaining order. It would be at least a week before Wang Jichao's actions were discovered and at least a month before they were traced back to Lin Luo. And a month later, he would be invincible. After leaving the company, Lin Luo changed out of his cleaning attire in a secluded area. He casually entered a renowned milk tea shop, ordered a drink, and checked his phone. The university class group, once deserted after everyone's graduation, was now bustling with excitement as everyone discussed the awakening of their talents. Xiao Ji Ba, I've unlocked the C-level talent, extreme speed, and it's working well. Are you impressed? The delivery speed has significantly increased. I'm expecting to dominate this month. Wang Teng, you little fool, my talent is still top-notch. A-level, Emperor's talent, which enhances career potential after changing jobs. I'm all set to skip work and head straight to the dungeon. I heard there's a copy on the second floor of the Intai department store next door. Tata Kai, Wang Teng, my boy, what's your Emperor's talent? Only grade A. I've unlocked the S-level talent, Book of Wishes, call Daddy and I'll take you flying. Lin Luo scrolled through the chat history and quickly focused on the name, Tata Kai. Tata Kai's real name is Lu Ming, and he was a bit of a jerk during college. After unlocking his talent in his previous life, he soon got together with the girl he had been pursuing in college, Fang Mengchu. It seems that Fang Mengchu is most likely with him because of the power of this Book of Wishes. When a person unlocks a power that no one can stop, I believe that few people will choose to become a superhero who enjoys helping others. Most people will do as they please. Of course, Lin Luo is not his father, so he has no control over what kind of person Lu Ming becomes. Naturally, the reason for targeting him is that he is the closest person around at the moment, and someone with S-level or above talents is suitable for capturing. This Lu Ming quickly revealed his true nature after obtaining the S-level talent. After swiftly leveling up in the dungeon, he did many unlawful things upon returning to the real world. For instance, he brutally killed his former boss by unknown means. After that, he was wanted by the authorities for a long time, but after killing many police inspectors who were chasing him, he completely disappeared. With the onset of the era of chaos, Hangzhou descended into complete disorder. He reappeared and openly joined the evil faction, Smiling Coffin. On the other side, an exuberant Lu Ming was checking the panel of his stand-in. Substitute, Lord of Prayer. Various attributes, please click to view details. Book of Wishes, grants a wish of the host. Consumption, determined based on the difficulty of realizing the wish. Cooldown, no cooldown time. The Lord of Prayer is a fragile man covered in blue, wearing a scholar's hat, and holding a huge book. Due to his high intelligence, he is fully capable of communication. Lu Ming was communicating with the Lord of Prayer. He also understood the limitations of his stand's abilities and how to use them. So, he made his first wish with excitement. Lord of Prayer, I want to completely possess Fang Mengchu's body and mind. Your wish is my command. I will fulfill all your wishes. The Lord of Prayer heard the words and immediately flipped through the huge book in his hand, releasing an indescribably dazzling light. Your wish has been granted, Master. With the respectful voice, the figure of the substitute, Lord of Prayer, gradually faded and disappeared. However, Lu Ming wasn't surprised by this. He had already learned about it from the substitute. This is because it takes tremendous energy to alter a person's body and mind. When the avatar's energy depletes, it briefly disappears and must wait until the energy is restored before it can be summoned again. Upon hearing that his wish had come true, he anxiously opened the V letter. He messaged Fang Mengchu, "Are you there?" Unlike the usual long wait for a reply, Fang Mengchu immediately responded. "Darling, what's wrong? I'm chatting with my bestie. By the way, what talent have you awakened?" Lu Ming clenched his fists excitedly and cheered, having been previously ignored. The woman who typically only replied that she was busy, sleeping, or showering was now calling him darling. "Ha! Lord of Prayer, you are so powerful. As long as you are here, I can conquer the world. By the way, since she already belongs to me physically and mentally, then, hee. Room and sent another message to Fang Mengchu. "Menger, come to room 414 of the Rujia Hotel on Pingjing Road now. I have something to ask you." "Darling, why do you want to invite me to the hotel in broad daylight? And I'm at work." Lu Ming had a wild look on his face and replied forcefully, "Come now, hurry up. Remember to wear something sexy. I like black stockings." And as this audacious message was sent, the woman who had once been cold to him was not angry. Instead, she immediately replied, "Okay. Don't worry, darling, I'll change into whatever you like right away, and I'll take a day off to come find you." Ha 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 ha. When Lu Ming saw the message, he couldn't help but laugh as if no one was watching. At this point, I can even rule the world. At that moment, a call from Lin Luo, his college classmate, interrupted Lu Ming's thoughts. Lu Ming, ever wondered about the secret behind S-level talents? Lin Luo's voice echoed through the phone. Surprised, Lu Ming responded quickly, "What's the secret? Are you also an S-level talent?" Confusion filled Lu Ming's mind. In a relatively small class of 30-plus students, both Wulong and Chufeng, two S-level talent awakeners, had emerged simultaneously. Was this the manifestation of the proverbial, "Within 5 steps of the crouching dragon, there must be a young phoenix"? Were S-level talents not as rare as he had believed? Lin Luo's revelation continued, "I'm also an S-level talent, and like you, I've awakened my substitute. It's formidable, with potent combat abilities, and I've uncovered a secret related to the substitute." Intrigued by the potential insights into his abilities and the nature of the substitute, Lu Ming eagerly inquired, "What's the secret? Tell me." Lin Luo, cautious about discussing such crucial matters over the phone, suggested, such matters should be discussed in person. Where in Hangzhou are you? I'll come to you and explain everything. Without hesitation, Lu Ming provided his location, come to the Ru's house on Pingjing Road in Hangzhou. I'll be waiting. Lin Luo hung up, promising a swift arrival. I'll be there shortly, it won't take long. Excitement radiated from Lu Ming as he thought, hee. First, I'll unravel Lin Luo's secret, and then seize the chance to win over my goddess. The timing is perfect. Within 15 minutes, the door swung open, and Lin Luo entered promptly. Anxious, Lu Ming urged, you mentioned a secret about S-level talents. Spit it out, I have plans later. Unfazed by Lu Ming's urgency, Lin Luo approached, his tone hushed, the secret of S-level talent is. As Lin Luo began to utter the word, just, a hooded figure materialized behind him. Black Emperor. Crush him. Before Lu Ming could react, a black fist expanded exponentially in front of him, and he was violently propelled into a corner. The force of the punch, 20 times more potent than an average adult's, contorted his facial features on impact. Collapsed on the ground, blood streaming down his face, Lu Ming lay unconscious, struggling for breath. Lin Luo, unfazed, approached the fallen figure. Despite hours of video surveillance, Lu Ming's demise was final. A notification rang out. Your S-level talent, Plunder, is activated. Please choose one of the 4 target attribute values, talent effects, skill effects, and soul power to Plunder. Despite being an ordinary person, Lu Ming's total attribute value was meager, having not yet delved into the dungeon for a job change or acquired any skills. The power of the soul, akin to the Spirit Ascension Crystal, functioned as energy to elevate his talent's level. Contemplating his desire to ascend to the SS level, Lu Ming decided to activate his S-level talent, Plunder, once again. Focused on acquiring another S-level talent, he chanted, activate the S-level talent, Plunder. With determination, he successfully plundered the target, resulting in the acquisition of the S-level talent, Book of Wishes. Book of Wish. Grade, S. Effect, 3, Wish, forms can be switched. 1, Wish. 100 battles, increases hit rate and critical hit rate by 20%, and doubles experience gained from killing monsters. 2, Wish. Iron Wall, boosts dodge rate by 20%, and nullifies any attack every 10 minutes. 3, Wish. Good Luck, multiplies luck by 10. Cooling time, 5 minutes after each Wish form switch. Exultant with his newfound power, Lin Luo exclaimed, the Book of Wishes is truly remarkable, providing both offense and defense, along with good luck. Sensing a surge of energy, he cried out, Lord of Prayer. Come to me. A majestic figure materialized in a regal purple and golden robe, a frail young man, clutching an enormous book in his right hand and a staff in his left. Transitioning seamlessly from the virtual realm to reality, he appeared beside the Black Emperor, and respectfully bowed before addressing Lin Luo with elegance and calm. My great master, Lord of Prayer, obeys your call. Lin Luo, astonished by the degree of autonomy displayed by this second substitute, inquired, you can communicate? Yes, master. If you have any wishes, the Book of Wishes, in my hand can make them come true. Allow me to present my property panel for your perusal. The Lord of Prayer extended his hand, conjuring a virtual panel displaying his attributes in the void. Substitute, Lord of Prayer. Level, S level. Strength, 20, 10 for normal individuals. Agility, 40. Intelligence, 180. Defense, 50. HP, 4000. Energy, 200. Energy recovery rate, 1 point every 2 hours. Growth, 80. Action distance, 15 meters. Book of Wishes, fulfills the wish of the host. Consumption, determined according to the difficulty of realizing the wish. Cooldown, no cooldown time. The Lord of Prayer observed that Lin Luo had concluded his inspection and respectfully introduced himself. Great Master, as you've seen, my forte lies in functionality rather than combat prowess. However, my role surpasses that of other combat substitutes. He cast a glance at the motionless, Black Emperor beside him before continuing, my intelligence far exceeds that of other substitutes, allowing me to offer suggestions and assistance regularly. In addition, the simplicity of a wish realized correlates with a lighter toll on me. The more difficult the wish, the more taxing it becomes. Theoretically, my Book of Wishes can fulfill any desire. Yet, if the wish proves exceedingly challenging, it may lead to a permanent breakdown, significantly slowing down the wish fulfillment process. Though Lin Luo had some knowledge about avatars, encountering such an intelligent one was a first for him. Eager to test the Lord of Prayer's capabilities, he inquired, "How can you use your abilities most cost-effectively?" Prompt considered the question for a moment before decisively responding, "I believe you're inquiring about obtaining information. Information, being non-directly convertible to value, incurs a relatively small actual cost for me. However, armed with information, you can achieve your desires through your efforts." Lin Luo, with his astuteness and a vision for the world's future development, quickly grasped the implications. A satisfied smile crossed his face as he elaborated, "I get it. For instance, if I directly wish for the treasure in the secret realm, it would be a significant cost for you. Instead, if I wish to know the precise location of the treasure, the expenditure on your end is minimal. Once I'm aware of the location, acquiring it becomes achievable, provided I am strong enough." Observing that the Lord of Prayer did not have a swift energy recovery rate, Lin Luo advised, "There's no need to waste your energy on tasks replaceable by other means." Impressed, the Lord of Prayer calmly flattered him, adding, "Master, your intelligence is admirable." He continued, "Furthermore, wishes with higher feasibility result in lower consumption, while wishes conjuring something from nothing require more energy. For example, increasing your chances of winning the lottery would consume less energy than conjuring a bottle of water out of thin air. Additionally, wishes to make people obey you permanently would depend on the target's will and strength. A weak-willed person may succumb with minimal energy expenditure, but a strong-willed individual might lead to my collapse. And, of course, if the other party is formidable, the difficulty in realizing such a wish will also escalate. In essence, wishes realized by the Book of Wishes must adhere to the logic of reality. Resurrecting the dead, creating objects out of thin air, and teleportation are generally deemed impossible, the Lord of Prayer explained. Lin Luo, understanding the limitations, nodded thoughtfully. The Book of Wishes, being an S-class avatar ability, couldn't be expected to fulfill utterly outrageous desires. Yet, with the enhanced capabilities of Lord of Prayer, Lin Luo believed the Book of Wishes could accomplish more within reasonable bounds. Contemplating a wish for his brother Zhou Shengdong's release from the inspectorate, Lin Luo queried, "How much energy will it cost you if I wish for my brother's direct release from the inspectorate?" The Lord of Prayer diligently consulted the Book of Wishes before responding, "To fulfill this wish, I will consume all my energy and enter a period of silence. Given the difficulty, your brother won't be released outright, but the time for his release will be accelerated." Recognizing the high cost, Lin Luo decided to explore alternative avenues to secure his brother's early release. With his Plunder talent on cooldown, Lin Luo planned to locate individuals on his death list and explore the dungeon and secret realm. In a cheerful mood, in a thoughtful moment, glanced at the Black Emperor. Noticing a mini white round clock on the Black Emperor, helmet, Lin Luo inquired, Lord of Prayer, do you know much about substitutes? Is your image related to your abilities? The Lord of Prayer confirmed, yes, the external image of each substitute is linked to its ability and the soul form of the host. Lin Luo's curiosity was piqued, realizing that the clock on the Black Emperor's helmet had nothing to do with his ability. Contemplating his reborn soul, he mused about the appearance of the clock on the substitute. Retrieving the substitute and exiting the room, Lin Luo thought, as long as I become powerful, there won't be any unsolvable mysteries in this world. Let's utilize the cooldown time of my talent to explore the dungeon and secret realm. Lin Luo stepped out of the elevator and encountered Fong Mengchu, adorned with a revealing cheongsam and sexy black stockings. She sported a peculiar expression while glancing at her phone, muttering to herself with a disgusted look. Holy crap, why did I send so many repulsive messages to this sycophantic loser? I agreed to a date with this stinky loser and came to a place like this? What on earth did he do to me? It's so revolting, blocking him immediately. Observing Fong Mengchu's frustration, Lin Luo chuckled inwardly, realizing the consequences of Lu Mingxu's wishes and the reason he had been waiting in the hotel room. What a foolish application. It seems that, apart from the Lord of Prayer's innate abilities, this substitute has likely offered suggestions. After all, there are also experts in the Supervision Bureau post-National Awakening. As these thoughts crossed his mind, Lin Luo approached the hotel front desk and calmly requested, please assign me room 414 and extend the reservation for another 7 days. Also, kindly refrain from cleaning for the next few days, as my friend prefers not to be disturbed. The scene transitions to a room in Hangzhou where a fashionable young man with a handsome perm scrutinizes his stand-in with displeasure. His substitute, Lord of Time, takes the form of a lowly, donning a white beret, a blue dress, and white stockings. A massive ivory-white clock hovers behind her, and in her tiny hands, she wields 2 sharp white clock hands, one long and one short, resembling the hour and minute hands. Perplexed, the young man questions with disbelief, Lord of Time, where is the white clock on your forehead? Why is the time travel no different from the time I set by 1 week? The King of Time also appears bewildered, responding, Master, during my time travel, it seems that some of my power was taken away by an unknown existence, leading to an offset in the time we return to. Frustrated, the young man exclaims, damn it. I initially set the time a week before the National Awakening era began. Now, I've returned just a few hours after the National Awakening time started. It seems that time travel with such a long span is not as straightforward as I thought. The young man, identified as Utaijia, recalls his recent encounter with a formidable opponent in the space gap, known as the illogical tribe. This adversary effortlessly defeated Utaijia, prompting him to use time travel to escape. However, this prolonged time travel came at a steep cost. The King of Time interjects, Master, I feel the power of the second hand. It seems to be on someone in Hangzhou. Surprised, Utaijia queries, are you sure? Why would your power go to someone else? The King of Time explains, it seems that it was taken away by that person. Master, shall we snatch it back? Deep in thought, Utaijia decides against hasty actions, concerned about the significance of the King of Time's power. He speculates, if the other party can take away your power from time travel, it must be crucial. We are currently at our weakest, so let's not rush to find that person. Relieved, he then asks, by the way, are you sure you're not the illogical tribe who returned with us? The King of Time reassures him, Master, don't worry. My power is indeed in a human being. Utaijia exhales, okay. Let's clear the dungeon first. We should find our former teammates. Once I accumulate enough power through the Prophet, I will settle accounts with the person who stole our power. I want to see who dares to steal from me, Yu Taijia. With the advent of the National Awakening era, dungeons and secret realms appeared worldwide, prompting emergency announcements from Huaxia officials. Warnings were issued, advising caution and the formation of 5-member teams before entering dangerous dungeons. On various online platforms, anchors were simultaneously broadcasting related content. Most students, disinterested in their studies, eagerly awaited the opportunity to explore the mysterious realms. Whoa, is this a dungeon? It's so magical. Checking moments first. How do I get in? Can I change jobs once I'm inside? Are there aliens in there? Have aliens invaded Earth? I'm still recovering. Didn't you hear the notification just now? This is the beginning of a new era, the era of national awakening. Finally, I don't have to play the hell difficulty Earth Online in the Lifetime series anymore. Despite the excitement, no one dared to approach the dark cube cautiously placed in their vicinity. The officials' warnings about safety lingered in their minds, and the unknown contents of the cube fueled their wariness. However, a young man emerged from the crowd, maintaining a calm expression as he approached the dark cube. Onlookers buzzed with excitement. Someone is heading towards that dark cube. Quick, quick, get the camera. Finally, someone dares to be the first to go in. This video is sure to go viral. That handsome guy is quite brave for being so young. Little brother, be careful. Wait a minute, didn't the officials ask us to enter as a team of 5? Why is he going in alone? Onlookers sensed they were about to witness a historic moment. Lin Luo, with a confident smile, looked at the familiar dungeon style and felt genuine excitement. Despite having completed the dungeon countless times in his previous life, the thrill of exploration in this new life, armed with 2 S-class stand-ins and extensive experience, was invigorating. As Lin Luo's body slowly entered the dark cube, the crowd held its breath, eager to witness the unfolding adventure. Lin Luo's surroundings shifted, and he found himself in a room enclosed by white walls. A luminous screen materialized before his eyes, accompanied by a pleasant sound in his ears. Your body is being digitally backed up. All damage you suffered in the dungeon or secret realm will be completely recovered after exiting the dungeon. If you die in the dungeon, you will be resurrected and sent directly back to the dungeon. However, if you die in the dungeon 3 times, you will no longer be resurrected. Please choose among the 6 basic professions: mage, archer, warrior, shield guard, assassin, and priest. In his previous life, Lin Luo had chosen the rather ordinary warrior profession. While it was mediocre until the second advancement at level 20, offering comprehensive abilities, it lacked distinct strengths. Now armed with 2 S-level talents and a substitute, Lin Luo sought a profession that could maximize the advantages conferred by these talents. Turning to Lord of Prayer, Lin Luo inquired, "By the way, Lord of Prayer, do you have any recommendations for changing professions?" The Lord of Prayer's figure materialized instantly, responding respectfully, "Master, I recommend you choose the mage profession. After successfully reaching level 20, you can select an S-level talent as your guide and transition to a rare hidden job that aligns with the talent. If you opt for the S-level talent, Book of Wishes, as your guide, you have a high probability of transitioning to the hidden profession, Prophet Mage. While other mages possess high explosive power, they are vulnerable to close combat. Master, with the protection of Black Emperor, you can perfectly eliminate this weakness." Lin Luo pondered upon this suggestion. In his previous life, despite surpassing level 20, his low talent level led to a transfer to the ordinary second-level profession, Berserker. He was unaware of the existence of such hidden professions. Reflecting on his brother's situation, who possessed an A-level talent yet hadn't transitioned to a hidden profession, Lin Luo acknowledged the substantial gap between A-level and S-level talents. While the future painted by the Lord of Prayer, seemed appealing, Lin Luo acknowledged the need for careful consideration. Yet, he couldn't deny the value of the information provided. If I choose a mage as my initial profession and select the S-level, Plunder, talent as my guide during the second advancement, what profession will I change to? Is it also a hidden profession? The Lord of Prayer delicately closed the Book of Wishes in his hand and respectfully conveyed, if you choose the S-level, Plunder, talent as your guide, there is a high probability that you will be transferred to the hidden profession, melee mage, after the second advancement. After a brief pause, he continued with sincerity, however, I do not recommend that you use the talent, Plunder, as a guide for the second advancement. Melee mage is as nondescript as a basic professional warrior, too mediocre to allow you to perform to your full potential as a mage. It is better to use the S-level talent, Book of Wishes, as your guide and become the hidden profession, Prophet Mage, which will be more pure, powerful, and comprehensive. Lin Luo couldn't shake off the feeling that, Lord of Prayer, had been subtly advocating for himself. The promising future described seemed contingent on the Book of Wishes talent. While acknowledging its potency, Lin Luo remained grounded, reminding himself that his innate talent lay in Plunder. Despite Black Emperor's limitations in intelligence and self-awareness, Lin Luo recognized that it played a central role. Black Emperor has reached the pinnacle of strength and agility in combat, truly the king of close combat in the early stage. However, its drawback lies in the limited attack distance. Comparatively, my combat experience surpasses that of a warrior. Assassins, with higher agility, can be more effective. In the world of martial arts, speed and unpredictability reign. Most individuals with combat experience in their past lives opt for this more agile profession, seeking heightened operability and strength. Lin Luo contemplated for a moment before asking, Lord of Prayer, if I choose the assassin as the initial profession and select the S-level, Plunder, talent as the guide during the second transfer, what profession will I transition to? A subtle, unexpected look flickered in Lord of Prayer's eyes, but he maintained his respectful expression as he replied, Master, there is a high probability that you will be transferred to the hidden profession, Outlaw Madman. Similar to Prophet Mage, this profession excels and can maximize the advantages of your talent, Plunder. The Lord of Prayer concealed the fact that Outlaw Madman was another option, on par with Prophet Mage, among the 12 second-turn hidden profession choices. It seemed he chose to withhold this information. Dear Master, I suggest you opt for the career change route of Prophet Mage. This profession can conclude battles easily and elegantly. Lin Luo smiled and nodded, okay, I understand. The Lord of Prayer maintained a smile on his face, confident that he had proven his strength compared to the Black Emperor. However, his expression quickly shifted when Lin Luo made his decision. I choose to change my profession to an assassin. Lin Luo declared firmly. You have successfully changed your job to an assassin, and your attribute panel has been generated. Lin Luo. Grade 1. Experience value, 0/50. Occupation, Assassin. Health, 180, Physique multiplied by 20. Mana, 200, Spirit multiplied by 20. Attack power, 18 plus 6, Strength multiplied by 2 plus Equipment attack power. Strength, 9. Physique, 9. Agility, 10 plus 5. Attack speed, 1.2 times per second. Moving speed, 10.5 meters per second. Spirit, 10. Intelligence, 12. Physical defense, 9. Magic defense, 6. Shadow hunting level 1, quickly flash behind the enemy to launch a fatal attack, causing physical damage of 10 plus strength times 2.2. Cooldown, 10 seconds. Cost, 10 mana. Phantom/level 1, concentrate the whole body's strength in one blow, causing physical damage of 20 plus strength times 2.2, and briefly knocking back the target. Cooldown, 20 seconds. Cost, 15 mana. Swift LV1, agility increases by an additional 5. Stamina consumption during movement and combat is reduced by 30%. High-speed reaction level 1, dynamic vision increases by 10% during battle. Strong attack level 1, the chance of a critical hit increases by 1%. Equipment, novice short blade, attack power plus 6. The assassin profession was the best match for Lin Luo's stand-in, Black Emperor, and proved to be the most suitable for him. In the early stages, his strategy would involve quickly advancing towards enemies and allowing Black Emperor to dispatch them effortlessly. Would you like to explore this dungeon alone or choose to wait for others to form a team to enter? Tips: this dungeon can be formed into a team of up to 5 people. Solo entry. Lin Luo declared without hesitation. With Black Emperor as his ally, an aggressive type substitute, Lin Luo had a significant advantage in the early stages of the upgrade process. Their combined strength allowed them to easily lead in battles against level 30 bosses and above. Why form a team for such a low-level dungeon? Lin Luo thought. Just swipe through it and be done. Moreover, completing the dungeon solo would likely yield higher evaluations and better rewards. Goblin Lair. Recommended entry level, level 1 to 4. Optional difficulty of the copy, easy, normal, hard, nightmare. Dungeon description: although it is a paradise for junior adventurers, you should still be careful of these green short monsters, especially female adventurers should not venture alone. Please choose the difficulty of the dungeon. Nightmare difficulty. Warning: recommended level of nightmare difficulty, level 5 to 10. You can only exit after clearing the level and dying. Your current level is level 1, please confirm whether to enter. Confirm. Enter the copy. Goblin Lair, Nightmare level. Lin Luo's vision was instantly engulfed by the harsh environment of the Goblin Lair. The gray sky loomed over a forest, and in front of him, 15 red-eyed goblins, with menacing maces raised high were charging towards him, their eyes burning red with hostility. Red-eyed Goblin. Level, 5. HP, 300. Defense, 30. Attack power, 40. Experience value, 15. Skills: red eyes, urge to reproduce. The attack speed will increase by 30% if the health value is lower than 20% or if you meet a female adventurer. The nightmare difficulty of the dungeon became evident as the level 5, red-eyed goblins, surrounded Lin Luo, ready to unleash their attacks. For an ordinary first-level player, being in such a predicament would likely result in swift defeat, but Lin Luo remained unfazed. "It's still too weak for me," Lin Luo remarked with a sigh. He confidently advanced toward the incoming goblins. When the red-eyed goblins were mere meters away, he shouted, "Wish. 100 battles. Come out. Black Emperor." The power of the S-level talent, Book of Wishes, was instantly applied to Black Emperor, boosting his critical hit rate to 20%. In the blink of an eye, the formidable Black Emperor appeared next to Lin Luo, delivering a barrage of lightning-fast punches. "Ola la la la. Ola la la la." Your substitute, Black Emperor, dealt 770 points of critical damage to Red-Eyed Goblin. Your substitute, Black Emperor, caused 370 points of damage to Red-Eyed Goblin. As 15 red-eyed goblins were swiftly vanquished, their health points were reduced to 0, and the sounds of battle and experience notifications echoed in Lin Luo's ears. "You have killed Red-Eyed Goblin, and gained 150 experience points. After level 4, you will gain 500% experience points by killing monsters. Wish. 100 battles, effect, kill monsters and gain 200% experience points. You killed 15 red-eyed goblins, and gained a total of 2,250 experience points. Congratulations on reaching level 6. Current experience value, 700/1600. Lin Luo's body was enveloped in golden light as he underwent 5 consecutive upgrades, soaring from level 1 to level 6 in an instant. Black Emperor, with an agility of 200 and the ability to attack 16 times per second, efficiently dispatched the red-eyed goblins, propelling Lin Luo to level 6 at an astounding pace. Despite the ease with which they were defeated, Lin Luo refrained from using force and robbery on these minor monsters. With a limited energy pool, he opted to save this powerful skill for more formidable foes, such as the upcoming bosses. Upon leveling up, players receive 4 free attribute points and 2 skill points. Lin Luo allocated 20 free attribute points to agility, 16 points, and strength, 4 points, recognizing the significance of enhanced agility for assassins. Additionally, he invested 10 skill points to further improve the Swift skill, elevating it to level 11. Swift LV11, agility increases by an additional 15. Stamina consumption during movement and combat is reduced by 40%. Understanding the physical demands of actions in the real-world setting of the dungeon, Lin Luo made a strategic choice to upgrade his attributes and skills. Many players might opt to enhance damage-dealing skills such as shadow hunting and phantom slash, but Lin Luo considered the physical exertion required in the real-life environment of the dungeon. His agility now reached 41 points, allowing him to achieve a maximum movement speed of an astonishing 28.7 meters per second. However, Lin Luo was acutely aware that maintaining such high speeds in real life, especially for an ordinary college student, would quickly lead to exhaustion. Realizing the importance of physical fitness in sustaining actions within the dungeon, Lin Luo chose to prioritize the Swift skill. With his agility at 41 points, the enhanced Swift skill at level 11 significantly reduced physical consumption during movement and combat, allowing him to endure longer and cover more ground. The initial influx of players into the dungeon revealed the physical challenges of navigating its vast distances. The closest point to the simplest dungeon was over a kilometer away, and players had to combat various monsters along the way. Many found that engaging in even the most straightforward dungeon activities quickly depleted their energy. In response, the basic profession of shield guard became a popular choice, as it provided the stamina necessary for traversing and clearing dungeons. While some players ultimately selected other professions, the inability to allocate free attribute points to physical fitness restricted their stamina, hindering their progress in the dungeon. Lin Luo's decision to prioritize physical fitness showcased a deeper understanding of the real-world challenges within the game, setting him on a path to efficiently navigate and conquer the dungeon. Lin Luo's strategic approach to conserving energy and time continued as he swiftly moved through the dungeon. Skipping the copper coins and rags scattered on the ground, he prioritized reaching the next scene without unnecessary distractions. His knowledge of dungeon mechanics allowed him to maximize efficiency by leaving items behind, confident that they would be automatically absorbed into a treasure box after defeating the final boss. Upon entering the next scene, Lin Luo quickly assessed the composition of the green-skinned monsters he was about to face. The wolfskin goblins, stone goblins, and a powerful frost goblin were all in his sights. As an agile assassin, Lin Luo approached his targets with the intent of eliminating them efficiently. In a matter of seconds, Black Emperor unleashed a flurry of punches, obliterating the second wave of monsters with remarkable speed. The notifications in Lin Luo's ears signaled his success in dispatching the enemies, earning him significant experience points. You have killed 15 wolfskin goblins, and gained 40 experience points. Wish. 100 battles, effect, gain 200% experience points from killing monsters. You have killed, stone-throwing goblin, and gained 120 experience points. You will gain 200% experience points by killing monsters at higher levels. Wish. 100 battles, effect, gain 200% experience points by killing monsters. You have killed, frost goblin, and gained 300 experience points. Killing monsters at level 2 will gain 300% experience points. Wish. 100 battles, effect, killing monsters will gain 200% experience points. You killed a total of 15 wolfskin goblins, 7 stone goblins, and 1 frost goblin, and gained a total of 1,800 experience points. Congratulations on raising your level to level 7. Current experience value, 840/3200. Lin Luo's calculated approach, combined with the power of Black Emperor, and the enhanced experience gained from Wish. 100 battles, propelled him rapidly through the dungeon, achieving significant progress in both levels and efficiency. Lin Luo quickly advanced through the dungeon, maintaining his strategic approach to attribute point allocation and skill upgrades. With 3 points in agility and 1 in strength, along with maxed out, swift, he swiftly crossed the bonfire and approached the next scene. As he entered the new area, he encountered a disturbing sight. A group of goblins was assaulting several male humans, while others were dragging away helpless females, seemingly preparing to subject them to unspeakable actions. The screams of the victims echoed through the forest, with the language being foreign to Lin Luo. His eyes narrowed, a determined look on his face. This was the last scene before facing the dungeon's final boss. Lin Luo knew that he had to intervene and put an end to the goblins' atrocities. The nightmare difficulty level heightened the challenge, but with his skills and Black Emperor by his side, Lin Luo was prepared to face whatever came his way. He moved with purpose, preparing to engage the goblins and save the captives, determined to clear the dungeon and claim the achievement for soloing the nightmare level dungeon, even before the rest of the nation awoke to the challenges of the new era. Lin Luo faced the oncoming goblin horde with determination. The grotesque creatures charged at him, their primitive weapons raised, emitting guttural roars. In response, Lin Luo activated his skills and prepared for the onslaught. Wish point 100 battles. Come out, Black Emperor. Lin Luo's command brought forth his S-class talent, enhancing the formidable power of his substitute. The goblins, oblivious to the overwhelming strength they were about to face, rushed headlong into their doom. Black Emperor moved with unparalleled speed, delivering a barrage of 16 punches in 1 second. The goblins, including the level 9 Big Goblin, were no match for this onslaught. Their feeble attempts at defense crumbled, and they fell before the might of Black Emperor. The battle was swift and decisive. As the last goblin fell, Lin Luo's gaze turned sharp, addressing the remaining creatures who were still engaged in their vile acts. His voice carried a stern warning: "You're here just in time, so I won't have to look for you one by one. You all will die here today." With the nightmare difficulty setting in the gruesome scene before him, Lin Luo steeled himself for the challenges that lay ahead. His primary goal was to end the goblins' atrocities and, eventually, face the dungeon's final boss. The achievement of soloing the nightmare level dungeon was within his reach, and he was determined to claim it. Black Emperor surged forward like a phantom, effortlessly shattering the incoming fireball with a single punch. Instantaneously, a multitude of fist shadows erupted, accompanied by the echoing battle cries of "Ola la la la! Ola la la la!" Dozens of goblins, varying in size, swarmed toward the duo in the center. Yet, Black Emperor stood resolute, an unyielding rock in the tide. In a mere 10 seconds, every melee goblin lay defeated, their tattered green corpses strewn across the ground. Lin Luo, on the verge of relief, felt a sudden tremor beneath his feet. Looking up, he spotted a tall figure, slightly shorter than Big Goblin, clad in light armor and donning a helmet, the ultimate adversary, the Goblin Guardian. Despite the oppressive presence, Lin Luo faced the approaching figure without fear. Propelling himself forward like an arrow, he was outpaced only by the relentless fists of Black Emperor. The clash ensued, Black Emperor versus Goblin Guardian, and there was no suspense. Before the sword in the hand of Goblin Guardian could descend, it had already weathered 16 solid punches, visibly denting the light armor. Amid the bonfire's glow, 16 fist seals marked the impact. "Too weak," Lin Luo remarked calmly as he looked down at the fallen Goblin Guardian. "Only a dead goblin is a good goblin," he declared. Even at level 10, the monsters proved feeble against the might of Black Emperor, incapable of enduring a one-on-one encounter for a mere second. A fireball streaked from behind, swiftly intercepted and shattered into pieces by Black Emperor's powerful punch. Swiftly dispatching the remaining crispy goblin mage, his form once again bathed in the radiant light of 2 upgrades. "You've vanquished a total of 62 wolfskin goblins, 10 big goblins, 5 goblin shamans, 5 fire goblins, and 1 goblin guardian. With the wish 100 battles, and the experience bonus from leapfrogging monsters, you've earned a total of 9,700 experience points. Congratulations, player. Your level has ascended to level 9. Current experience value, 7340/12800. As every goblin met its demise under Black Emperor's relentless fists, a cascade of light erupted from the fallen creatures. These rays, akin to rivers returning to the sea, coalesced in front of Lin Luo, forming a golden treasure box. You have cleared Goblin Lair, Nightmare level. Battle damage, 0. Time required to clear customs, 5 minutes. Single-player dungeon clearance, receives triple score bonus. For levels below the recommended dungeon level, receives a 5-fold score bonus. Treasure chest quality ranges from bronze, black iron, silver, gold, dark gold, diamond, holy level, earth level, heaven level, to fairy level. Each major quality is subdivided into 3 minor qualities: ordinary, rare, and top quality. Clearance copy score, 1,500 points, SSS level. Congratulations on obtaining the gold level, top quality, Goblin Lair treasure chest. In this evaluation system, battle damage and clearance time determine the basic score, with 100 points being the highest. The number of participants and the player's level influenced whether the base score was doubled, and exceeding the recommended dungeon level could reduce the base score. Achieving a score between 90 to 100% earned an A-level evaluation, 100 to 200 points secured an S-level rating, 200 to 500 points marked an SS-level evaluation, and only a score exceeding 500 points could attain the prestigious SSS-level rating. Even though SSS-level reviews might seem insignificant in the realm of mobile and computer games, the experience within the dungeon tells a different story. Take, for instance, the Goblin Lair, Nightmare level, with a recommended level of 5 to 10. Ordinary players find it challenging to reach levels 7 or 8, and for Lin Luo, still at level 1, playing solo, and remarkably the fastest, entering such a dungeon is an extraordinary feat. For most players, just traveling to this dungeon would take more than 5 minutes. Before the gathering light, Lin Luo adeptly switched from wish 100 battles to wish good luck. With luck boosted tenfold and an exceptionally high evaluation score, it manifested into an astonishing gold level, top quality, treasure chest. Consider that in easy difficulty, players usually receive a bronze, ordinary, treasure chest, a bronze, rare, one in normal difficulty, a bronze, top quality, chest in hard difficulty, and a black iron, ordinary, chest in nightmare difficulty. Lin Luo, however, effortlessly surpassed 8 minor qualities, securing a gold level, top quality, treasure chest. It's almost like cheating. This is so thrilling. Let's see what's inside. Lin Luo exclaimed with extreme excitement. A gold level, top quality, treasure chest virtually guarantees a piece of gold level, top quality, equipment, making him practically invincible in the early stages of the game. He swiftly reached out to open the treasure chest, momentarily dazzled by a spectrum of gold, silver, and black lights. Amidst some less valuable items destined for resale, his more rewarding loot included Advanced Life Restoration Potion, Black Iron Grade, X10. Advanced Mana Restoration Potion, Black Iron Level, X8. Advanced Physical Restoration Potion, Black Iron Grade, X5. Big Goblin Helmet, Black Iron Grade, Excellent. Goblin's Torn Wolfskin Jacket, Dark Iron Level, Normal. Beginner's Frost Staff, Silver Level, Rare, restricted to mages. Fireball Throwing Technique, Silver Level, Excellent, restricted to mages. Goblin's Long Knife, Silver Level, Rare, restricted to warriors. Guardian Light Armor, Gold Level, Normal, usable by all professions. Guardian Short Blade, Gold Level, Best Quality, restricted to assassins. Brass Coin X158. Silver Coin X15. Gold Coin X7. The two exceptional gold-level equipment were particularly tailored for assassins, promising a significant boost in their luck. This is fantastic. Let me check out the details for these two pieces of equipment. Lin Luo joyfully stashed his loot into his backpack, then delicately pulled out a crimson short blade, inspecting it with care. Guardian Short Blade. Quality, Gold Level, Excellent. Restriction Level, Level 6. Restricted Occupation, Assassin. Attack Power, plus 60. Critical Hit Rate, plus 5%. Critical Damage, plus 10%. Sharpness, ignores 10 points of enemy defense. Bleeding, inflicts a continuous bleeding effect of 5 points per second for 10 seconds after breaking the defense. Typically, equipment dropped by level 10 monsters requires a similar level for usage. Higher quality gear, however, usually demands a lower wear level. Each upgrade not only enhances attributes but also introduces an additional entry. The best equipment boasts an extra special ability. Being a reborn player, Lin Luo recognized the Guardian Short Blade as an invaluable early-game artifact. Its 40-point superiority in attack power over a bronze-level 10th-level dagger, coupled with 3 additional attributes and the bleeding effect, made it a formidable choice. Next, he adorned himself with a piece of silver light armor. Guardian Light Armor. Quality, Gold Level, Ordinary. Restriction Level, Level 6. Common to all professions. Physical Defense, plus 25. Magic Defense, plus 23. Health, plus 200. Smooth, reduces damage taken from sharp weapons by 7 points. Evasion Rate, plus 10%. Lin Luo also reinstated the Big Goblin Helmet, and promptly chose to exit the dungeon. Just before leaving, a prompt echoed. Game Character Data Backup Successful. Please name your game character. Reminder, the game name will be revealed when you explore dungeons and secret realms. Black Emperor. No duplication of game names. Global announcement. Congratulations to player Black Emperor for becoming the world's first single-player clearer of a nightmare-level dungeon. Reward a lucky draw ticket for 10 consecutive rounds of the Wheel of Fortune. Instantaneously, the announcement resounded across the ears of players worldwide, playing 6 times in succession. The achievement of being the first solo player to conquer a nightmare-level dungeon thrust Lin Luo into the spotlight, earning him not just acclaim but also a coveted reward.